Hello. That's what I said just a moment ago as well, but you couldn't tell because I missed the unmute button. But now it does not appear that I have, so let me say it again. Hello. For a third time now. But yes, I am here, and I'm looking at a few things that I probably should be looking at, not at this time, but at a different time. With the stuff that Twitch tries to shove in your face sometimes, but yeah. But I suppose that's as par for the course for the stream as you can get, so that's probably a pretty good indication that you are in the right place. So let's see. Let me just at least put this over here so I don't forget about it completely and I'll look at it later. Okay, this one is whatever, this one is not. This one, I have no idea. Or this one. But yes. Tonight we return to the perennially spooky back fourth of the year, back part of the year, which remains primarily spooky, with that as its main focus, regardless of what some avenues would have you believe. I'm just going to check this and this, okay. Might as well confirm this. I'm not gonna do it right now, but later. And yeah, spooky as me doing click-clack stuff that you have no idea what it is, and being very vague about it. It's not quite as spooky, surely, as the same game that we've been doing for a while now, but that we might possibly be getting close to the end too at this point, and I will try to approach with that idea in mind as we bring it up tonight. Just gonna go ahead and, yeah, go ahead and get that in the stream now. I can find the source for it again. Always turn this off. It's like the easiest way to just not have a black screen to display in front of the thing that I'm trying to do stuff with. But that's only sometimes sensible. And with any luck, this should also, not be. Whoops. Okay, there we go. So this should also not be. Well, this also should be the final stream in which I scratch my head wondering why the connection to the Wiimote audio is so spotty, because I don't think that will be having to deal with that again in any part of anything that I would have on stream for the foreseeable future. At least I suspect not. That is very much an assumption, and we'll tell whether or not that turns out to be true. We are returning to, this thing that is always switching to this menu from the other one desyncs the visuals. I have to rely on the idea that the smooth jazz will keep you distracted for too long to notice how clunky some of this stuff is. But in the end, we definitely should be able to. Oh Christ. Okay, I think I just realized why that happens the way it happens. It's because when I press A on that screen, it just falls to whatever's in the center of the screen, regardless of whether or not that's what's highlighted on the thing. That's dumb. So I should probably press up or down on the, well, whatever, I'll keep that in mind for the future. Maybe, possibly. And even though we got like another minute left of this track, which is quite nice, I'm afraid it must be superseded by the spooks that we are finally settling into here. Let me just do another quick refresh on that. that I can show it on this other screen as well, which will be the main one for me. And here we are again with calling. We hear it all the time, as you well know. And I'm fairly sure, yeah, I've kind of been mixing the saves that I've been using back and forth because we're doing the weird kind of New Game Plus thing to see where that leads us, but I'm fairly sure that this is the last one that I did, so let's go right back into that. So previously on calling, I guess we just redid a chapter where we just hop around a bunch of different maps with Rin, which we did before, and I think we're about to begin the only chapter that we played as Chio in the original run. And, you know, we've not been skipping any of the replay chapters, even though it gives us that option, so I guess we'll follow through with that same tendency here. So no, we will not skip. I mean, it keeps saying that we are seeing new stuff, or that we can see new stuff in the chapters that we replay, and that there's some stuff that we cannot get if we skip replay chapters like this, but I don't know. I feel like at this point I'm not entirely convinced of how true that is, but let's just go through the motions. We can't go this way. I mean, maybe that would be a good time to sort of turn back. I mean, I think in this game, the way some of the stuff that gets sent to the Wii message board sometimes, by the way, you cannot run. In case you were trying to do that, it just constantly reminds you that now you're little granny, and apparently you are completely incapable of running. And I'm pretty sure though that if you turn back, you start getting very spooked. It's like in that horror game, The Path, which I have never played, but I just assume that it's kind of like this. It's more like Deadly Premonition. I'm pretty sure I made this exact comment when I first played this, or No More Heroes. At the end of that game, you get like the forest path on the way to the final boss. Well, we didn't get anything else at that time. I'll just reload that. But I don't even know if I completed this thought, but basically I'm fairly sure that some of the stuff that gets sent to the Wii message board from this game is dependent on like special deaths, unique deaths, so I figured that maybe that would be one of them, but I have no idea. Guess we'll find out, but for now we're gonna have to witness this chapter beginning screen again. I want to see that this chapter beginning screens remind me a little bit of Twilight Syndrome, but maybe Silver Case too a little bit. I mean, so far this game has been more of a... Oh, okay. Alright, because we're loading, of course it just gives you that option again, shows you everything. This game definitely gives you more of a, you know, proper Twilight Syndrome vibe than a Suda 51 vibe, where storytelling is pretty conventional, but that's why it's good. It makes it work, it makes it rewarding, it makes it understandable. And it's not an abomination like Moonlight Syndrome was. And then there's Silver Case, which I didn't have nearly as much of a problem with, because at least it makes no attempt, or makes like very little attempt, a very cursory... has a very cursory connection to the stuff that came before it that it ruined with Moonlight Syndrome, but let's not talk about that. Maybe in the future I'll be in a better position to maybe bring some of that stuff to the stream more directly. But right now we're just following a spooky ghost from the woods, as you know, as we do. Still not entirely sure if that guy's uniform is supposed to be like soldier or something else. Like, I look at that kind of clothing and the first thing that comes to my mind at least is like train conductor, but maybe that's just me. I mean, that's supposed to be Michio, I'm pretty sure, who's Chio's husband. I think there was mentions that he was indeed supposed to be a soldier before, but I don't know. Let's just... see, we don't even have a flashlight beam, so that vaguely circular shape cannot be something that I just kind of make up. Insignificant. I would imagine that there's nothing, well, I would hope that there's nothing new here, because I don't really want to have to scramble around the hospital with the granny speed again. I've already done that once. That child, yeah, we already know. I mean, I'm pretty sure that Matcha Face here Gio already mentioned Reiko in the return. I think this is, yeah, like the original run through of that chapter, so we'll save over that as well. Chiyo Kishibe, yeah. I mean, it's the only chapter that we played as Chiyo in the first run, so I would imagine that's gonna be the same this time. But yeah, I'm pretty sure literally in the last chapter, Chiyo goes like, hey, you see that all over there? Oh man, I couldn't try to get run over by that. You see that all over there? She kinda looks like Reiko out of nowhere. I don't remember if that's like the first ever mention of Reiko's name in the story, but it very well could be. And I think this is the moment when, yeah, I guess we witness Rin being brought in, and Reiko just like glances at her. An illusion? I guess Chiyo has no idea what that's about. I guess we don't really have any indication that she knew all that much about what was going on between the two of them. Or what was like, I guess she wouldn't really have had any idea of that they were supposed to meet, but they had no idea what the other looked like. So even though they were right next to each other, they just got lied to and didn't realize a thing. I still don't even know like why the nurse lied. I feel like that wasn't very well elaborated upon.
Is that Michio?
Hmm. Yeah, I still can't really hear whatever's being said in this scene very clearly at all. Except for the very last thing that she said, at least. See you later. At least that you can understand well enough, but the rest is just like way too vague. So that maybe is maybe the okay. We're gonna be able to examine something else in here, but I guess not. Maybe doing this in like the rerun mode. We would have a better idea of what was being said there. Oh, we have no phone, by the way. But I mean, kind of like in Wind Waker, I guess, where if you do the game again on New Game Plus, you can understand alien language dialogue, but I guess not. I guess it's not quite comparable. This and that. And unfortunately, I'm not really sure where we're supposed to go now. I might take a peek at a little notch. I mean, you know, full disclosure, I've been taking a few snoops at a walkthrough because there's a mention of a few hidden things, like the woman in red siding said. I kind of noticed, and I don't want to miss if I can help it, and which you kind of have to go out of your way to even be able to know where they are. But that's about it. Like, I have no idea what's gonna happen in the rest of the story. Hello, Vern. Hope you're doing well. I am quite confused with the progression of this chapter as I was in the first run through. I sure hope there's something in the third floor hallway, because otherwise I think I'm gonna take that notch. Oh, there is something here. Oh, okay, yeah, I didn't want to point away, but relax my hand for a moment, and the Wiimote pointer goes like way over. I guess I'm turning away, so I thought that maybe it was gonna be like a keep walking down the hallway, but no. It is just witness something in here. still a bit of a mystery what they're saying in detail. Must be dreaming, but yeah. Can't believe I'm seeing you again, Michio. You really can't meet the dead in this place. Well, I mean, you can't talk to them, apparently. You can just witness them. If that's anything to go by, but... yeah, other than them saying, oh, Reiko at the beginning, I don't know what that was supposed to be about, other than just exchanging pleasantries, I guess. Oh boy, here we go again with not really knowing where the next thing is. Oh, wait, never mind. I guess we do know because we're hearing that telephone sound. I'm reasonably certain that outside of that first forest area you can't die in this chapter, but still feel compelled to do this out of paranoia. It is what I am accustomed to, after all. Hey Rico, how do you feel about the fact that I came in here to find my husband and not you? Okay. I mean, it could... I mean, it might be a little late for that, I think. But yeah, was that Rico's voice? So I guess she's like, no, this nice granny was nice to me, so I'm not gonna try to kill her like I guess I'm doing to everyone else who comes into this spooky void. I still think that the implication is supposed to be that in the other ending that we got, Chio ends up like making it out of the spooky dream world. Oh, okay, that was a sudden twist of the camera. Chio probably ends up making it out of the spooky dream world and I guess wakes up from the coma that I guess she implicitly went into when she got pulled in here. Okay. Guess we're just doing some ghost following again, not just immediately going into another room. Was a bit strange because he was standing like directly in front of that door, so could have just been like, yeah, we're gonna go right in there and probably witness something else, but no, we're going downstairs. Well, I should probably go up and down the stairs a few times, if only so I can try to promote my arteries not hardening, because I've been doing like basically all my work remotely lately. I like barely get any exercise. Should fix that. But let's see what the preoccupations are in this room. We are in fact in control. I only vaguely remember what the progression of this chapter is like. Say, what is this? We got a telephone, we got the old photograph, and yeah, I guess that's supposed to be here. Michio and Chio in older times, and then cell phone. Finally, we have it. Oh. Okay, there's a... okay, there is a very, very faint beeping noise coming from the own Wiimote after all, I guess. One 15829. That's supposed to be Ichio's number, maybe.
You shouldn't have come here. But I'm glad you did. I'm sorry for all the trouble I caused you. Thank you.
Okay, I do faintly remember that. I think that's just like straight up the end of the chapter as well. Even though she just kind of passed out when she shows up there, I guess Chio just pretty much gets off scot-free. She doesn't even get chased by spooky ghosts or anything. So what's next though? I mean, probably would go very poorly considering that she can't even run. At least there was that. It was more like one of the more tedious Naruto game chapters, if you will. The connection. Makoto Shirai, so yeah. This is another one of the chapters that we've not done before, I think. Yeah, so far all the new chapters have been playing as Makoto. Wonder if that's gonna be a thing that continues to be the case all the way through. Okay. What were we doing the last time we were with him? I think we... Yeah, maybe we were in the school, but we teleported to the hospital, because I think that's where we are right now. It's like the director's office in the hospital. It has to be locked because it won't open. That's usually a good indication that something's locked. And I think there is supposed to be something in there, but doesn't seem like we can do much about that at the moment, so let's just not be too preoccupied with that. Yeah, I'm reasonably certain that this is just like the ground floor of the hospital. If we turn this off, we can see the spooky sequence of characters again, but we've seen that before, so I don't think we need to mess with that too much. There's the self. Always neatly set on the table for us to find, as usual. But yeah, I think the last time we were playing as Makoto, we like got the backstory of the spooky 3 mean girl ghosts in the school. And then we just ended up kind of running away from them for a while. What is this? In a place like this, I guess we just lost our light again. Oh, there's gonna be a new save, I reckon. Let's see what we got here, because we got 13 save slots, so we got 3 left here. Wandering Ring Kagura Monster House, I think. I want to say that we actually want to save over this one. I think I did make, I didn't want to save like on that slot for that chapter. I think I just made that mistake, so I just, yeah. Use this one for now. Well, we can probably intuit the layout of this place as usual. Everything's marked as an explored area, even though we've been here before. Here is the kitchen. Or at least a kitchen type area. Which maybe that's supposed to connect to the cafeteria. I don't know if we're gonna find anything resembling a light source in any one of these toilets, but probably we're not gonna be able to do much else in this chapter without a light source. That's usually how it goes. Or maybe more batteries. We did have to do that in one of the other chapters, I believe. There's another chapter that took place in the hospital, as a matter of fact. Like, go find a radio and take the batteries out of the radio so you can put those bad things into the flashlight and recover that. No, Rico's not hanging around here today. Can we open the door out and find the void? Yeah, we can in fact do that. I want to say that falling into the void probably doesn't count as a special death, because we did that once with Rin already. I don't think we've done it again since. We don't really have any reason to. But I don't think that gave us anything. No. Yeah, those spooky shadows would like zoom across your vision sometimes when you start running. Or even harder to see when it's dark, so I'd say that undermines the spook factor a little bit. Actually, you've already seen them many times. You can't see well in the darkness, but okay, there is something here. It looks kind of suspicious, I would say, but maybe I'm just doing wishful thinking right now, but as you might expect, we can't actually grab that without a light. Can't have like a Silent Hill type moment. Where a character just sticks his hand into a very unlikely place, and then later down the line someone else was like, well, shit, I would never do that. What kind of an idiot would do that? Oh, okay. I was gonna say, good, let's go down here. And maybe get spooked some more, or just get spooked by the idea that, or realization that there's a dead end here, but now apparently we actually are supposed to go down here. For once. What has this guy dropped? He dropped a key to the door. Oh, can't see well in the darkness, so... How about now? Come on, man. Surely we can see the glint of the metal key that was dropped here, but no. Well... Like, surely your eyes can at least adjust well enough to see, like, hey, that's a shiny key, but no. Apparently we just can't do anything right now, so mental note. There is a key all the way at the bottom of the stairs that we need to go grab, but first we need to find the light source. Oh, okay. Interesting. Well, we do have a phone. Let's see what we just received. Shadow. Oh boy, just sent us a picture of one of the rooms, I guess, but I'm not really sure which one. I think these all kind of look alike. I guess we're just gonna have to look at them all. I mean, there's not that many. This floor we got room 204 and unexplored area. That's a little bit further down. I don't think we get like stalker ghost encounters like anywhere really. I think technically the only ones like that we get are in the school, and that's only during like special occasions that happens. It's not like a clock tower kind of thing where you're just walking around, you're exploring, and then suddenly like, surprise, here's a spooky stalker ghost that you're gonna have to actively try to run away and hide from while you're doing shit. It's not quite like that, except, like I said, wait, what? What do you mean? What did you see? What was that, though? They're like spooky ghost feet underneath the, well, we can't see well in the darkness, so... Like, I'm pretty sure, yeah, under one of these rooms we saw the spooky ghost feet one time. Yeah, but, I mean, you hear the spooky crushing noise and then look, the windows are fine. I was just there to, like, oopsie scare you. What was I saying right before that? Oh god, I feel like I was about to milk my own brain for content, but no. God, what the fuck was I gonna say right before that? Something to do with the clock tower mechanics. I don't even know. Don't even know anymore. I just try to find this. I guess just go into every room that we can right now and try to find this save point that we saw somewhere over here. I mean, how many clock tower like games are there like that are like actually good? There's Clock Tower, like the originals, of course. There's Clock Tower 3, which is very strange. There's Clock Tower Ghost Head, which is extremely strange. I think this is where the save is. I might as well just hop in here real quick, if only so we can mark this room says yes, we have been here for the map. It was like Haunting Ground, which is honestly quite a good game. It was a much better Clock Tower sequel than... Oh, okay then. Oh, okay, I was just talking about this just a little while ago, wasn't I? That's actually a little distressing, isn't it? Because we've only met one spooky nurse ghost in here so far, and she was not like that. It was actually quite helpful. Oh boy. Oh. Oh, okay. Well, that's also very unfortunate. Hold on a moment. Communications with the Wii remote have been interrupted. I shake this thing so hard that the batteries like get a little dislodged. I'm gonna swap them real quick. I think it was a little weird how we can hear her spooky laughter. Damn it. There. And how about that? Like, what do you call it? You know, when that was happening, but we just heard it again now, so I guess we just have to speedrun busting this door open, and hopefully that'll do it. Alright. That was interesting. And we still don't have a light source, by the way, just to underline that. But I think we need to go back in here, actually, because we might as well go and save. And I think that right underneath the save point, as a matter of fact, we do have one of the Kyoko nurse diaries that we were collecting in that other chapter that we were in here with. But I'm guessing that if you can even examine that, it's like you can't see well in the darkness. Yeah, what do you know? I'm gonna tempt fate by going back in there again. Can't see well in the darkness, though. So, who was that supposed to be? Does she have a name? Did she also end up getting killed by the spooky chat room curse that draws her into the hell world that we're in right now? Or, I mean, surely that wasn't the same nurse that we saw before. I feel like she wouldn't do us like that, surely. I mean, then again, she doesn't know who. She probably doesn't know, yeah. Makoto would be, so maybe she's like suddenly very territorial. I don't know. Oh, we didn't find anything in the patient rooms on this floor, so we'll hop upstairs and see if we have any better luck there. Very sharp inhaling sound. Alright, I forgot some of these doors can be opened, but they just lead to that. What do we got? Cafeteria. Well, there's only one room. That's a patient room that we can go into, and that's that one there. Station. Cafeteria, unexplored area. So we somehow know that the cafeteria is in here, even though we haven't got in there with Makoto yet at all, I don't think. And I still, well, I can kind of read some of those characters. Derai, that's bathroom. Ugai de. Something ni shimasho. Probably something to do with keeping things clean, who knows. Oh boy. I wonder what just happened. Someone like washing plates very quickly, like Steven Seagal style, and that's why that sound happened, or... Oh, I don't know. Oh, yeah, I guess something. I don't know if this was on the floor before, but surely that little spook will serve as a distraction from the fact that I just stole that joke, but... Let's see. Also got the unexplored area to the right here, and this little kitchen nook at the end, which, yeah, I mean, I have like the sneaking suspicion that those little nooks with the dumbwaiter were supposed to like be part of a puzzle or something initially, but they just didn't get around to implementing that, because like those are always accessible, and they're always marked as something separate on the map and stuff, but... Well, speaking of nooks, there's a little nook that once again caused little Namira to get busted when he was a child in middle school. One time he also accidentally broke a teacher's umbrella and had to like go buy her a new one, but that's a different sort of story. I'm not sure how that was. Was that Sado? Like that was probably, my brain probably parsed that wrong, but that was probably Sado, but it looked to me like that was like a partially transparent head. Or partially transparent back, which also allow you to see a partially transparent head. I don't know how to describe like the mental image that or the interpretation that my brain came up with for that image at first. Oh boy. Okay, I'm guessing that 301 is where we were supposed to be. I think, well, based on the last ending that we got, I think 301 is probably the room where Reiko and What's-Her-Face and Rin were staying together, apparently, while having no idea that they were the two people that were supposed to meet, because they arranged that in the chat room. So I'm pretty sure that this is like Yeah, where we ended up coming in while chasing her at the end of that run and reenacting the non-hero moment. That's a fucking phrase that I just spontaneously thought of again, even though I haven't even seen it in fucking years, I'm pretty sure. Anyway. Yeah, this little music box definitely wasn't here before either. It lights up, it's got a little black cat toy inside, I guess, or I guess it could be any color at this point, just... Oh, let me guess, we're supposed to take the batteries out of this thing as well. Alright. I mean, is this... They're like those big, chunky JPEG batteries as well. Are those like even 3D, or are they just like Doom Engine things? Sure, I'm glad that they recorded Foley sounds for changing the batteries. The flashlight, but there we go. Perhaps patient forgot this here. But yeah, maybe it's like in another code or Hotel Dusk, that universe where you got the rabbit character who's like an actual thing. Oh, okay. An actual thing like in universe that explains why like one character has a puzzle with that character and then another character in a different game has like a bag with that character's design on it. And I'm pretty sure that they actually changed that character design completely for another code recollection, which was interesting. Okay, so we got like a little bit more juice out of the music box than we expected, but more importantly, we should now be able to pick up that key at the bottom of the stairs and or pick up a few of the books that we saw here and there, question mark. I think if those are the same books that we... okay, that we pick up in the other chapter, so that would be a bit of a continuity contradiction, because I'm pretty sure that all of those books are supposed to be picked up by Rin when she's hanging around this map. I'm pretty sure we saw one of them in a floor, like in this floor up here, in a room in this floor, that's what I was trying to say. But don't remember where exactly. And then another one was in the floor downstairs, in the right below that save point in that area where we got attacked by the spooky nurse ghost just a little while ago. There's nothing there. I just remembered. Just occurred to me again that yeah, that is in fact not gonna lead to anything good. Whoa. Okay, so there's quite a few more people in here. I mean, we've seen like quite a few more kind of passive spooks like that, where we saw ghosts that actually maybe don't necessarily have anything to do with the whole, you know, big drama story that's supposed to be the backstory of this game, with Reiko and all that. But they're still hanging out here nonetheless, like, you know, that, like the woman in red. No idea what the deal is with her, and then like that ghost that you can catch a very, very fleeting glimpse of as a random event while you're going up the stairs in the school. This looks like another student, but you have no idea if she has anything whatever to do with the other characters who are named. Or how she ended up there, or anything like that. You know, what about that ghost that like shows up, the ghost that showed up in the bathroom, like that was peeking over the bathroom stall that one time. The ghost that shows up in the bathroom in Chio's house and just kind of recedes into the bathtub, I guess, until she just disappears, like those Kayako moments. Like, who are they? Who are those women? Do they have anything to do with what's going on? Okay, this book is still here. Hold on. See what happens if I try to grab this. Kyoko's Diary 12. Okay, so these are different entries of Kyoko's Diary. How interesting. Reiko jumped. I can't believe it. I don't want to believe it. She was just in front of me and I couldn't stop her. I reached out for her, but not in time. I don't want to remember. I don't. So, red. Liz came and asked a lot of questions, but I don't remember much. I haven't been able to get a hold of Reiko's mother, and I still don't know what I'm going to say to her. I thought I could help her, and this is what happens. I need some time alone to think, or I might lose my mind. Okay, so maybe the spooky hostile nurse that we saw in here was in fact Kyoko as well. I don't remember, but I thought We did see another one of those books in the 3rd floor. Am I tripping? I wouldn't want to miss that, miss out on that file if that is the case, but maybe I'm confused and we saw it downstairs. Well, I'm gonna take a quick peek at some of the rooms in the other rooms on this floor as well. Gee, I sure hope I don't get assaulted again when I'm in here. Can I open this door? Yes, we can. Alright. I don't think there was anything in these patient rooms that we went into on floor 2. Let me see, just real quick, what else was in here? We got the operating room that we were just into, the nurse station, which I don't even remember if we could go into on this floor. But we'll take a look. There's the whole phone thing. It's a common telephone. It's very vulgar and passé. I am over such drudgeries. But yeah, what is this now? This looks different. Medical contact list. Okay, I'm glad we came in here again. Emergency cell phone list. We got Eiko Tono, Keiko Ishimura, Kyoko Hibino. Yeah, that's a nurse. Hiraka and Hiroko Nishizaka. Maybe these are the other nurses that hang around here. I mean, we know one of those names, but yeah. I mean, most of the numbers are missing. Well, most of the numbers are there, actually. The lesser part of the numbers are missing, but enough numbers are missing. Oh, that was me. Alright, well, summoned. Right, let's maybe take a hike. Well, the spooky chase music is not starting up here, so... I get the feeling that she's not gonna pester us again, like, right away at least, but she might be back in the future. Still... Oh, okay, never mind. Okay, she was just there to mock us for a moment while she closed the door on us. And now we can't go back in there. So maybe we're supposed to grab that as well? I don't know. Maybe this list of numbers will somehow be useful, even though, like, it's very much incomplete. Let's see, nurse station, room 202, we already looked in there. Let's check out room 204 real quick, because I'm so convinced that there was another book somewhere up here. So I'm gonna end up having to sweep the 3rd floor again, just looking for that thing. There's nothing. I'm pretty sure there was only one patient room in floor 3 that we could go into. That's where we got batteries, but I swear I am not crazy. We're gonna have to go find this thing. Let's see. I can only go into 301, but we also have the cafeteria, the computer lounge, which we looked into. I did take a look in there while I was on my way out of this place, but I thought that maybe the thing that I saw could have been here in the cafeteria, but looking around now and I'm not catching sight of anything of the sort again. It's not here. Like, I'm pretty sure this is like in one of these little nooks you find one of the Kyoko diaries when you're playing as Rin in one of the stages here, but it's like return, probably. Place where you return trace. Yep, use plates. What does it say? Okay, it just says wait, what? It says thank you underneath. It says arigato gozaimasu, but I think the last character is Mu, which I've not seen used to end that phrase before. So that's curious. Maybe that's like yet another new layer of Japanese politeness that I've not become familiarized with yet. I couldn't find anything in there, so maybe it was in here and I just completely overlooked it. If I do another, oh, Oh, it is here. Okay. There we go. Because I referred to, oh boy. Well, we haven't found 11 yet, so hopefully we do find that if it can be found in this chapter. Because the diaries that we found as written go from 1 to 10, but these are other ones, I guess. Try to clean her room. Reiko isn't the only patient we'll have, so I need to move past this. Can't do it immediately, but if I stay close stuff like this, I won't be able to save anyone else. Also, no one can get a hold of Reiko's parents. Tried several times and the police should be looking into it as well. I have a bad feeling about this. I wonder what it is. Okay, so... not only did Reiko have, like, the spooky, debilitating disease that made her the sort of ill girl stereotype. Just having spooky shit happen to her after she did the thing here in the hospital, but apparently her parents are also a complete mystery and now they're gone. That's a bit more dodgy, I gotta say. I'll take another quick look, 'cause I don't remember if that was like the exact thing that I was thinking of book that I missed, but if I don't find anything else like readily, oh no, there it is. 14, it's still not 11 though. What a coincidence. Reiko's friend who was supposed to come meet her was Rin Kagura, the girl who was brought in from the accident. I couldn't help but lie and tell her that Reiko was discharged from the hospital. I couldn't tell her the truth. Well, I mean... yes, the implication was that when Rin asked her that, she had already been... like, she already jumped. She already done the thing. But that's not really how they had made it sound before. It sounded like she was, like, still there, literally in the bed next to her, apparently. Like, apparently that was the case for a while. That's something that I kind of was my takeaway from some of the earlier cutscenes. They were, like, in the beds next to each other for a while, and they didn't even know it, but... apparently the moment in which Rin asked about, asked Kyoko about Reiko was only after that happened. The incident. Don't know how much sense that makes. Don't know how well that aligns with what we have known before, but... okay, I'm reasonably certain that there aren't any more books on this floor, so let's go ahead and move along. Let's actually go down and get the key. Maybe we'll find more books on the ground floor. I don't know. Hope we get another message though. What the fuck? That's a bit unexpected, I must say. So, well, yeah, no shit. Thank you, Sato. I was on my way to do that. I don't have that much of a goldfish memory. I actually remember that better because it's just like it's not something like a number where, of course, I'm not gonna remember that shit on the first go. It's more of an abstract thing where it's a lot easier for me to keep that in my mind clearly. It's more of a notion than a detailed piece of data, a datum, if you will. And it's literally right behind me. I guess I'll go grab it now, so I don't have to like run back here again. Still lying in the same place. I wonder if we're gonna be harassed by the spooky nurse again now that we pick this up. Maybe I'm just like trying to intuit the progression of how the spooky things will move along in this chapter, but I'm not doing such a good job of it. Remind me, what rooms can we actually go into here? We can go into the exam room, the treatment room, which... I see that at least one of these rooms had something in it that I wanted to examine, but I couldn't at first because I didn't have a light. I don't believe this is it. I'm pretty sure that when we examined that thing as one of the other characters, we immediately got jumped by the... what is this now? Looks like medical cotton. Okay, that's just in the corner then. But yeah, I'm pretty sure that when one of the characters examined this, we immediately got jumped by the, like, doctor's ghost. But not this time. It would appear. Oh, there's a book right here. What do you know? Didn't even see it at first. There we go. Request Diary 11. Went back in time a little bit. There was an emergency patient admitted around noon. A girl in high school, she had a broken bone, but nothing life-threatening. Thank goodness I was assigned to her. As everyone else was busy, she's moved to a room now that she's been examined. Waiting for the swelling in her leg to go down before operating. And also a series of medical books. Well, there you go. Getting all the deep lore possible. Even though most of these books are just kind of restating things that we already knew one way or another. There's more medical cotton, so I don't know. Like, this really stands out even when you have the lights off, I noticed, so. I was a little surprised to see it on the other room as well. I thought that maybe that would be significant, but maybe not. Also, is it like an X-ray thing, or is it part of it? No. This might be like a panel that opens up. It's not very easy to make out what that's supposed to be. It's that simple glance. Some of these graphics, but you know, we do try. Alright, let's see. We got the director's office, which I'm pretty sure is where we're supposed to go, and also the entrance and all this stuff back here, which I'm reasonably certain there's not going to be anything there, so let's just immediately another save, because I wonder what kind of spookiness we're going to find when we finally open that drawer. We got a couple of papers. What do we got? Director's memo. Move all reports and documents concerning the deaths of hospital staff and patients to the basement data room. Oh boy, are we actually gonna go into the basement? How do I get there? Maybe we're gonna be handed a number to get down there. He says Hina Hidaka's contact information. She was a nurse that collapsed while working the night shift and passed away. Okay, so maybe that's who. Maybe that's who we've been harassed by during this chapter. There's the beginning of her phone number. Emergency contact is Hisao Hidaka, her father. This name. Could it be? It's related to the phone number. Well, I mean, we saw it in the same piece of paper that had the phone number, so okay, I thought it was gonna be like, oh, this name. I believe I've seen it before because I may have come across it. It's over the course of my spooky investigations into this incident, or maybe Sadao told me about it at some point, but no, it's just like, I wonder if this number could be related to the name that's written on the same piece of paper as the number. I mean, I look at that and I can't help but suspect that maybe that's just like bad localization, but who knows. One day maybe I will. I don't know how much I'm gonna want to replay this after I'm done with it, but maybe I would do that just for education purposes at some point or another. I mean, if you're playing a Japanese game that has Japanese names, and those names are not changed even when the game is localized, and you eventually want to like maybe replay it in Japanese just to see what it's like and try to practice the language or whatever. Would probably be a good thing to already have an idea of what the Japanese names are, assuming that in the Japanese script they are written with kanji, because Nanari is a very weird and strange and irregular thing. But anyway, what am I doing? I'm trying to go into my file because I'm pretty sure that what we're supposed to do now is look at the like contact information memos that we picked up. Where are they? Contact book 1, medical contact list. Yeah, okay. So Hina Hidaka is 99752 mystery. 521884. 521884. I'll try to get that. Let's see here. Well, hopefully her phone is like down in the basement. Maybe that's where the morgue is. Maybe that's where the spooky hospital staff has like secretly been, yeah, keeping the effects of the people who apparently died here, including that nurse, which I think I was said apparently died from overwork or something. Might be. See, this is how good my fucking short-term memory is. Let's look at the stuff here again. There's a nurse that collapsed while working the night shift and passed away, so it's, I guess it's not very clear why she collapsed, but she collapsed while working and just died, I guess. I would think that, you know, a report on a nurse in a hospital would have a little more detailed information than that, but I guess not. Okay, I guess we did look at the map real quick. Do we assume? No, we're on the 3rd floor. Oh, I guess we've warped back into this room, which is where the spooky nurse goes. So that probably was her that we got attacked by. She locked the door, but now we're in here. And now it's unlocked, and okay, I guess maybe what we're supposed to do is like repeat the same trick that What's-Her-Face did in the school chapter the first time through, which is get 2 phones in your possession and then like toss one into the place where you want to go and use the other one to call that one and teleport. But, I mean, can we even do that to get to the basement is the real question. Maybe we can toss one of the phones down the dumbwaiter shaft, even though it's not very clear if that would even go all the way down to the basement, so maybe not. Maybe we'll find a different way. Yeah, I guess we just rush back over to the director's office to pick up the other phone that we just had, which is presumably still there. Oh, what do we got here? Oh, okay. Oh yeah, I guess it wasn't in the director's office. Let me pick this up. So where do we go to pull off this master plan? Okay, I was not expecting to be right, but okay. I guess we're just gonna roll with it. I mean, that is back here, isn't it? So I don't know if it's gonna be on this floor though, because there's this thing on. Okay, so I guess also that what do you call it? That little theory that I had a little while ago about the dumbwaiter being used for a puzzle was only kind of half right. It is in fact used for a puzzle. It wasn't like a thing that was not implemented. It is in fact implemented. It's just not gonna work exactly how I expected it to. But maybe that's a good sign. Maybe that's just means that this game knows how to subvert expectations, if you will, and not in a way that just makes you think that the creator hates the audience, which is kind of just what happens a lot of the time when that phrase comes up, especially recently, but whatever. And it looks like I was right though about the only one of those dumbwaiter things memory did serve. Only one of those that's actually open or openable is the one that's all the way on the 3rd floor. And yeah, I guess we're just gonna have to take it on faith that the dumbwaiter shaft thing goes all the way down to the basement. And that when we teleport down to where we throw the phone down to, we're not gonna be just teleporting into a cramped, closed space and just break all our bones. Wonder how far this goes. Well, if I drop one in and transport, perhaps it will take me underground. That's a big perhaps, but yeah. I just toss it in though, it's gonna break apart. I need to think of something. Oh yeah, tossing a cell phone in. Well, I mean, you just said, hold on. You just said that if you just throw it in, it's gonna break apart, so... Not really sure what we could do about that though. Like, I'm gonna save right before I do that though, but I do want to try just doing it, just to see what happens. In before it's just like it's bait and it's just gonna give you a game over. But that's why you save. Gonna toss in a cell phone in. Not even gonna just like slide it in, you're gonna... Yeah. Oh goodness.
Everybody is a liar.
Yeah, I can't look away. But what do you know, if You just do that, you do in fact have that happen, that's interesting. I don't know why it was Reiko who did that though, it's like kind of a Deus Ex Machina, except the death version of that. Like, you softlock yourself, idiot, now it's up to me to get you out of this. But yeah, what are we gonna do? At least the character tells you that, like... At least the game is in fact like, if you do this, it's not gonna end well, so you're gonna have to figure something else out. But how are we gonna do that then? I mean, we have to do it from all the way up here, so do we like find something to wrap it in? I mean, we did find the medical bandages, maybe that's what they're for, maybe that's why they were like so conspicuous. We did find two bunches of them, maybe that's, yeah. Is this pick upable? No, it's not. It looked like it might be like a little scrap of paper, but no. Anything that looks like it shines white when I shine my flashlight at it kind of has me thinking that, suspecting that, but yes, that was not the case. But yeah, like my mind was just trying to go back to anything that I might have seen that looked like it was special, standout, interactable, and the only thing that's coming to mind right now is those bandages. So we saw two bunches of them, like I just said, but I guess I'm just gonna hope right now that that's as many as we need for this puzzle. Let's see. So one of them was in this room, and one of them was in this room. I'm fairly sure. One of them is just in the corner here behind the door. Yeah, we obtained medical cotton. Can use this as a cushion. Need something to hold it together. Oh, okay then. Should have enough with me. Okay, so you can find this in two places, but you only need to grab it from one of them. That's also kind of the opposite of what I expected. I expected you would need to find both of them, but I think we also found some kind of tape in one of these rooms, didn't we? But I don't remember where. Don't have enough with me. Okay, yeah, we can just, like, any one of these bunches of cotton is enough to completely cushion the phone, I guess. But where did we find the tape or whatever it was? I don't even remember if that's what we saw in one of these rooms. Oh boy. How many messages do we have right now, by the way? I feel like there's only, we saw in the menu that there's only like 6 messages that you can get over the course of the game. Telephone recordings, messages, and yeah, if that's the case, then we have them all. 5, 6, 3, or at least for, no, I think these are only the messages that we can, that we receive with this character, so okay, maybe it's divided by character. That I did not realize until now. Let's see. What's this here? Oh, okay, medical bandages. I did not even see that. There's not much padding. I can attach a cotton with this. We obtained a modified cell phone. There you go. Should protect it from the fall. Probably. Okay, I'm pretty sure that the bandages that I saw were not in this room. Like, I literally just noticed that that's something you could interact with just now. But that's interesting. I guess you can... I want to have a look in this room just to see if there's like any other, like a roll of bandages or anything like that here as well. Or if that's, because I'm pretty sure I saw another roll like that somewhere else. But it might have been like another floor entirely as well. I don't remember, but well, I guess it's pretty neat that you have like at least two different locations where you can find each of the things that you need to put together to solve this puzzle. That's pretty neat. And I don't know if, you know, more adventure type games doing that would be more confusing or more convenient. Probably a little bit of both, but I do appreciate it in this game. It does definitely feel like it leans more towards convenient. Let's save again. let us try to do this for real this time. Hopefully not get soft-locked. And killed by the Reaper who comes to get you out of a softlock. I still don't understand why he has to like toss it like that instead of just like if it were up to me and I was like operating with the idea that I'm going to I'm trying to like get this down there without damaging it, I would probably just like stick my arm down as far down the shaft as I could. And then, like with the phone in it, and then let go when I couldn't go any further. Like, why do we have to give it that extra bounce? That seems like you're asking for trouble. But you know, the phone is down there, we should be able to call it, and I believe it should be the Helena phone again, probably. See, I pressed the the message button, kind of wanted to zoom in on the wallpaper, like the default wallpaper that the phone has, but doesn't let you do that at all after you've received any one of these messages. So let me just check the number again. It should be this one again, right? So it's 524, I think. Hiraka? No, 521884. Alright. Wait, after 997 though. Oh, fuck. 1, 4, okay. I wonder what will happen. Also gonna tempt fate by pointing out that other than the Wiimote getting disconnected that one time, we haven't had any like audio reception troubles in today's stream so far, so we can maybe reclaim the phone. There we go. Yeah, I guess anything that ends up going down the dumbwaiter chute just ends up here, but that just kind of makes me wonder why that even connects to an exit thing down here. Like, would you really want that with a dumbwaiter? What purpose does that serve? Or is it a dumbwaiter that's not a dumbwaiter but a laundry chute? Okay, that might be it. Actually, I might have completely misinterpreted that. But I mean, I don't think I can be blamed for that, considering that the room said, okay, that the dumbwaiter, or what I thought were dumbwaiter drawers were in, were literally labeled kitchen. I'm pretty sure. There are a bunch of industrial washing machines, and they want to put on a synchronized number for me, by the looks of it. Well, let's see, can we intuit the layout of this floor as usual? Yes, we can. There's the stairwell that we're not going to be able to get to because the doors are closed, presumably. Hallway and a couple of rooms that we can access from the hallway once we get out of here. Is there anything to pick up in this room, though, that's not completely obvious? Wait, well, no, I don't think so. I can only, like, the interaction thing only lights up. And looking at those things, so let's save again. And let's try to figure out how we can leave this room. I mean, there's a door back here and a door back over there, but Mr. Makoto doesn't seem to want to oh, never mind. Now he does. Point us at a specific part of the door, I guess. Here's the elevator, which... Oh, well, anyone here? Nope, it's just the old Void. Void usually gets off at the second floor. But yeah. Anything over here? Nope, just more of this. Umayocha. Supposed to Karayocha, I guess. I don't even know if there's like have any kind of clear memory of ever drinking something that could be described as spicy tea, but boiler room, yeah, Boida Shitsu. I'm sure what that says. Fuck. Something an Shitsu, but what's the first character there? Morg. Okay then. Oh, the an character, the middle character there, does mean peace, so that makes sufficient amount of sense. Are we interrupting something? Is that actually Reiko's body? Oh, I think that actually is Reiko's body. Isn't it? And that might actually be the key to all this, if you will. Because we cannot, no, we can't open this door, but that just, okay. Probably should have seen that coming. Well, okay then. Who's coming though? What? Oh shit! What? Oh, okay then. Oh, I guess we can't interact with the store not anymore. Something. Yeah, that says Kyukyusha entrance maybe, or Kyukyujo Hidiguchi, which is some kind of entrance anyway. Parking entrance. Okay, that makes a lot more sense actually. God, I should have known that, but whatever. Not Kyukyusha, but I think one of those characters is used in Kyukyusha anyway. But let's see, this is Denki Shitsu, so it's like the power boom, electrical room. Yeah, there we go. So over here is Chi something, underground something. Real Shitsu materials, subterranean materials, basement data room. Okay then. Murio, I think, maybe possibly not Murio, that's means something else actually. Nothing else real. I wouldn't actually be able to clearly tell you what the first character is there on this the bottom row, but could be information regarding that string of mysterious deaths here. So I'm guessing that we're gonna have to explore both of these rooms. Let me just continue going down the hallway first. I don't know, I feel compelled to, as usual. Avoid progress at first. That makes me want to give up. Let's just see what it says. Radiation treatment room, yeah. Oh, goodness me. Okay. Oh, look who it is. I did not really expect that, but she has like the Morticia type eyes, even though they're covered in hair. And it looks like when you shine your light at them, they like shine with like a little glow around them, even though you can't see it very clearly, but that was interesting. I did not necessarily expect to run into her here, but there you go. Well, I guess we'll go into this room at first, but yeah, I don't remember who it was, but I think at some point we got told, like, you know, the source of this whole thing has to be somewhere, and I would expect that this is it. If this is Reiko. Okay, we can't examine this, or at least not from that angle. Candle stand bells and flowers have been placed here, and, well, before we mess with that, see if there's anything else in this room. There's the little drawers here. Cases used for storing corpses with an electronic lock. Well, yeah, surely nothing bad will happen. Or do we go and get a reenactment of that? Of that one scene from Winnie the Pooh, you know, the one. Well, I guess we gotta try to leave. We're gonna have to. Oh, never mind. I was gonna say break down the door, but turns out that stuff was on the other side of the door. Oh, goodness me. Okay. Well, let's try to go back into the save room, maybe. Oh boy. Okay, that's not a good sign. Can I try to leave? I can't run right now, so I don't know, maybe interacting with there was a death sentence unless we can actually escape. I cannot run, but it's probably because I'm backing off. Oh, goodness me. I got pulled into her danger zone there. Magnetically. Hello, Lambda. You do be hearing the calling. Oftentimes. Oh boy. Oh. And now it's spooky hands. Which, I guess we do get a little different... oh, okay. That's rude. And we're still in danger. No, we're not. Okay. Okay, never mind. I guess we've managed to shake that off after all. Well, that was interesting. We saw her soul leave the body, and then that whole thing happened. I wonder if that is something that we had to do, or... Oh, she's gone now. Yeah, I wonder if that's something we had to do, or if we could have avoided that. Well, you do be hearing the calling sometimes with... with the ghosties calling your cell phone and being like, hey, wanna hang out, wanna hear me freak out a bit while I try to strangle you, or whatever it is they try to do when they grapple you like that. It's not very clear, especially from one to the other, but apparently it's enough to where you just get a heart attack and die if you don't shake them off quickly. Well, let's take a look in this room, report 3. Takao Shimura in room 201 suddenly lost consciousness and passed away 2 hours later, and the hospital was unable to obtain permission to perform an autopsy. Before the incident, Mr. Shimura's condition was improving and was said to be discharged soon. The cause of death remains unknown, but the circumstances are similar to Nurse Hibino's case. Oh, really? I'm rereading ahead in the script a little bit, but the same thing happened to Kyoko, and that's why she's a ghostie in this place now. Report 1. Yeah. On August 3rd, a long-term patient committed suicide at 2:20 p.m. named Reiko Asagiri, age 13. Jumped out of the window from room 302 where Nurse Hibino witnessed the act. On the day of the incident, Nurse Hibino was tending to an emergency patient that was admitted into the same room. So, Rin, according to all accounts, the hospital was not his fault. She just did it. What are we got in here? Well, let's take a look in the drawer above just to see. Report 2. Okay, we've completed the trilogy at least. On August 10th, I guess a week later, Nurse Nishizaka discovered Nurse Hibino, who had collapsed while working the night shift. She passed away 5 hours later. The hospital performed an autopsy after getting permission from the family, but no anomalies were discovered and the cause of death remains unknown. According to Nurse Nishizaka's report, Nurse Hibino had been using her own laptop to visit a chat room. The recently deceased Reiko Asagiri had frequently used... Oh, really? So at first I thought they were gonna be like, so after Reiko died, she was like, I'm gonna start offing some of the people in here. Yes, because I don't like him, but... apparently Kyoko sort of brought that on herself by going into the spooky chat room, and I guess she would have been the first victim if that's the case. There are total medical charts that take forever to look through. Okay, I thought we were gonna come at something different based on targeting the little wheel thing and not the actual shelves. Maybe not. I mean, we found those 3 pieces of paper. What else is in here? This room does look like one of the early rooms in Resident Evil 2, I want to say. With records and stuff. Can we try to open these and probably find nothing in them as usual? I guess not, no. There are all sorts of special medications lined up, so it's a record place and also a storage place. Is there something here? There is something here. Report 5. The decision has been made to close the hospital. Responsibility must be taken in light of the 5 deaths that have occurred in the past year. It's very hard to shoulder the blame for something without any concrete evidence to even suggest what had happened. The director is making arrangements with other hospitals to secure employment for all employees. Well, so in the real world, I guess the implication is that the hospital did close, or at least the world outside of this spooky void. Well, we're kind of reading ahead in the script again, though. We went from report 3 to report 5. Take another quick scan here to make sure there aren't any, like, loose pieces of paper here that I might have missed. I'd have that, but I get the feeling that's not going to be the case. And look at all these records. Listen to that glass crashing noise, even though I don't even know if there's any glass items in this room. I guess it's could be the lamps up on the roof. But yeah, as always, it's gonna be like, yeah, that noise is just there to get you spooked, but try to find out what happened, you're not gonna find anything. Well, there's another piece of paper here. Is this for? Okay, we found it. This is a report of a fourth death. Due to the frequency of these deaths, the media frenzy is unlikely to die down. Please advise everyone to refrain from making any careless comments. The scandal that forced this hospital to close down all began with the suicide of Reiko Asagiri. So who is this girl? I mean, she just did it because she was fed up with not getting better, and also she was apparently breaking contact with her family, or she was losing contact with her family. And then after that happened, and the hospital tried to get in touch with them again, they literally couldn't find them. So no one knows what the deal is with that. And I guess the big inciting incident was when Rin said she was gonna come meet her, and then she literally got into the accident and ended up in the hospital and had no idea that she was right next to her. But didn't know who she was, and didn't really get that clarified until quite a while. Well,
I wanted to help her.
oh, there you are. But yeah, I guess what do we got here? We got two more pieces of paper actually. Death certificate. Reiko Asagiri, age 13, sex female, birth date illegible, time of death August 3rd, 2:20 p.m. And contact book 2. What do we got, like the other halves of all those numbers, or? Unable to reach Reiko Asagiri's guardians, their home phone has been disconnected and they cannot be reached by cell phone. Oh boy. Still don't know what the deal is with that. Reiko Asagiri's body will be kept in the basement morgue, but we do have a full parent contact number. Okay, I wonder what will happen. 997674681. No contact with her mother. Did something happen to her as well? Oh yeah, and we have the, I forgot we had the handy dandy memo pad thing. But I guess we couldn't use it for the last number because we just had to figure it out ourselves by looking at the two files. We did save over the, like after getting here, right? I forgot about that. Might still be able to warp back up that, yeah, we're in the B1, so I'm just gonna save over this again. It's not a big deal. I mean, we did get that encounter with the woman in red, so I don't even know, like, if there's anything that might be anything else that would be difficult to find in this chapter, but let's bring this up. Yoshikuromiya Hinahiraka. Oh, I guess maybe that did get added at some point. And Yuko Asagiri, and we've got room for one more number, but I don't know if we're gonna fill that. But yeah, it had no idea what the deal was with Reiko's parents, and in this particular chapter they've been painted as quite shady, so all of a sudden, so I can't imagine what this will lead to. But wouldn't you know it, that is the end of that chapter. The connection completed. And I guess we'll see right over that as well. A lamentation. This is one of the chapters that we already did. Well, probably is if it's with Rin. I think there's like one note, like I mentioned, that I saw in the, yeah. Thing. So we've already played this chapter, but according to the thing that I saw, there is in fact at least one or two good reasons to do it again on this other run through. So we'll do that. You know, that sounds familiar, and I don't remember if this was also like the you know, the final chapter of first run through that we did. Let's see. Yeah, we don't have the handy dandy notepad. I kind of wish that on the second run through you also got something like that for the other characters, not just for Makoto. Whatever. Kyoko Hibino, I'm pretty sure that's what we're supposed to do now. I'd like to come to the hospital. Here's my contact information, personal cell phone. Yeah. It's 997-116-286. And with any luck, I mean, we'll already know it's working because we see the spooky blur and the shadows close again, so we get teleported to the hospital. And I don't think this was the first time that we, I don't remember if it was the first time that we visited the hospital with what's her face here, with Rin. Yeah, I don't think it was, because I think we were here before, and then the time when you have to find a radio and take the batteries out, that's not the first visit. The door won't open, so where are we right now? We're in the computer room. Can we get the spooky... No, I don't know if we can get the spooky, like, hand scare from the vending machine. Wait, what? Wait, tripping? Hold on, let me, like, readjust my headphones, actually. It's coming from under the, yeah, little nook. Keeps coming back to that. Cell phone acquired. And now it's coming from the Wiimote itself, at least for a moment.
I wanted to help. I wanted to help her.
Thank you, very valuable information. I mean, now we're gonna have to take a peek at her, presumably. The nurse? Well, apparently not the only nurse, based on, you know, the events of the last chapter in this new run-through. There's a nurse who's around here. That's a lot less nice than this one is. Wait, what the fuck? Okay. Just witnessed a spooky kind of refresh of colors and stuff in one of my browser windows, I think. That's not so good. Oh. Okay, that's just there's something else on the ground there. Let me take a moment actually to figure out what that was about. Oh shit. Just in case I'm gonna try to do a thing, but I certainly hope that we are not about to have another another random crash and reset, because things do appear to have stopped working all of a sudden, and I have no idea why. Oh boy. I mean, okay, I can still hear that sound, so I'm going to presume that the stream is probably still up and running, even though what I am seeing on my end is not very good at all. And once again, though, I have no idea what's causing this. This thing that did not happen at all in the first couple of streams that I did of this, so I genuinely have no idea. Oh, please stand by. I kind of want to press